Sooners ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will go to work first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and
he's going to take a shot. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's a give to Bothwell. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it. For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Makes the grab. It's West. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, a nice completion there. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He'll pull it on the read. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Really wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. So Oklahoma's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Xavier Robinson found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with the running back. Trucks through the defender. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Sooners are flying down the field. To throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the big fella. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the community.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Williams open on the right side. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Taylor wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man down the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page. In time.
It fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Makes the grab in the corner.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he added the extra point. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the middle. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. From the red zone, looking for a space. Here's a heat. Got enough space, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone action.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Taylor wants to throw it. Quickly out with the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Dead center perfect. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Punts it out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got a man. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under fire. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. On first down from the 13-yard line. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Ran through the contact. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Keeps it on the option. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On third down, here's Bothwell. There's a crease. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On first down, it's Bothwell again. And midfield, he's got room. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, I caught up with the Sooners head coach coming out of the locker room. He understands that the turnovers are the whole story of the first half. They are trailing because of those 2 interceptions from the quarterback. He does have a lot of confidence in this quarterback, but they have depth at the position, a quality backup. Will he go to the backup here in the third quarter? We'll see how they steady the ship here on offense to start the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Finds Zach Breeze, and he's got 4 after the 29. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it and fires to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And you got to expect this.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. Going left, Bothwell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Bluff Bothwell again. Powers through the defender. Got enough for the 1st. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on.
There's some room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldog! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead. 17. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
From the gun, running back on the move. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A 1st down for the offense.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He breaks a tackle. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping them.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He fires to the left side. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about this.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Here comes the heat. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments. And they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, one of the things I'm keeping my eyes on, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He has got so much wear and tear. Coming off that loss last week, he said it's been a challenging week of practice. And I can tell you early in this ballgame, this is something I'm going to keep my eyes on, how he is performing, moving under center, dropping back, and how his arm looks despite his banged-up body. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. The play-action fake. Takes a hit as he fires. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He'll pull it down. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling them on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
And And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Bothwell again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the 1st down, and it's a 4th down decision time coming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Under fire. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Stop just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Now give it to Fluff. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Makes the grab on the left. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looked so ugly, but he's come out.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Bothwell. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The RPO, it's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. The The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.